What is up, gamers? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing my first ever Pokemon video. I've never actually done a Pokemon video before. I've been wanting to do one for a very long time. I'm actually going to start trying to make some Pokemon content. It'll probably just be ROM hacks. I'm going to look for some cool ROM hacks to play and show them off. Maybe do a complete playthrough, maybe do series, depending on how you guys respond in the audience, in the comments, whatnot. But today, as the title suggests, we're going to be doing a couple tier lists based around WOOPER, who happens to be my favorite Pokemon. I even have a little plush of him. He's honestly just such a goofy little fella. And we're going to be doing a couple tier lists based around him. So if you do enjoy the video, like and subscribe, follow the socials, join the Discord. Those are in the description down below. And let's get into it. Our first tier list is every starter based on how similar they are to WOOPER. So this is mainly just looks and typing. So we're not going to get into base stat totals or anything like that. This is just looks and typing. So right off the bat we got Bulbasaur. Their line is grass poison, which I'd say is pretty much the opposite, because grass is, I believe, the only weakness to WOOPER, their line, because it's water ground. So I'd probably just place them at the bottom one, just because they're not very similar. Maybe Bulbasaur up, because he's got that kind of goofy charm to him, so we'll place him a little bit above. We'll also place Charmander above, but these guys aren't very similar. The Squirtle line, Squirtle I'd say is A, and the rest of these guys are B. The B is basically just like neutral water type. A would be the cuteness, and then S would be like water ground. So Chikorita, I don't even call this thing cute. So we're just going to place them all down there. Cyndaquil, I'd say, is in the cute one, so we'll put them there. But then these guys, once again, Typhlosion line is not very similar. These guys, I'd also place the same as the Squirtle line, because Totodile's a pretty cute Pokemon. And then the B tier is obviously just basic water. Trico, I'm also just going to place him there. He goes there. And then we got Torchic. Their line is, once again, not very similar. You know what? Let's add an S+. This will be for cute water ground types, which is probably only one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's literally just one, which is the Marshtomp and Swampert. Their whole line is water ground type. Well, except for Mudkip, but, you know, he's pretty similar. I'd say he's very similar to WOOPER. Then we got Turtwig, who is, once again, like the grass ground type, I believe. So, actually, they're a little bit more similar. I'm actually going to place these guys a little higher, because I believe Turtwig is not grass ground type. I believe he's pure grass type. And then the rest of them are grass ground. So I'm going to place them higher because they are a slightly more similar. You know what, actually, we'll place them up here. They get their own kind of tier, because they're ground type, so they're at least a little bit more similar than the other ones. Then we got Chimchar. Their line, once again... actually, I'm going to place him lower. Like, he's not the cutest Pokemon, to be honest. He's just a monkey, a fire monkey. Then we got Piplup, definitely the GOAT. Great line here. Then Snivy, grass type. I wouldn't consider to be that cute of a Pokemon. And it's also grass type, so, you know, not very similar. Then we got Tepig line. Pretty much the same, not much for the typing. Oshawott, once again, goes up here. same as all the other water types. Then we got the Chespin line. Let me double check, because I don't remember their exact typing. They could be grass, ground. I'm gonna have to double check that. No, they're grass fighting, so not very similar. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to put them in their normal spot. This goes to Fire Psychic, so, or Fire Fairy, whichever one. So I would not say very similar. Then Froakie, amazing. Best line of the Kalos region. Then we got Rowlet, pretty cute. We'll have to stick them still in here. Stick them here, because this is still not very similar. No ground type. Now we got Litten, who is fire type. I wouldn't really consider it that cute of a Pokemon. We got Poplio, cute little Pokemon there. These guys, once again, filling up the B tier. We got Grookey, cute little monkey Pokemon, not very similar. We got Scorbunny, their line is also not similar. Once again, fire fighting. Then we got Sobble, cute little fellow. Water type as well, so they once again go into their little water type area. And we got Sprigatito, little cat. Pretty sure it's only grass type. I'm not super familiar with the Gen 9. Then we got Fuecoco. I'm gonna place him up here because he's so clueless, like WOOPER. He's the most similar to WOOPER of the fire starters, so I'm just gonna place him above here because he's cuter than the other ones. This little fella, they're not very similar. It's like Fire Ghost, which is not similar. Then we got the, what's his name? I'm just gonna call him Hair Swoop. I don't remember what his names are. Oh, wait, you go up here. Alright, then we got into some of the more obscure ones. So, we got Pikachu, which is not similar. Is also kind of the weakness. We got Eevee. I would not say it's very similar. I wouldn't put it up there. Then we got Espeon and Umbreon from the Colosseum games. You know, Colosseum and XD. So Espeon is Psychic type, while Umbreon is Dark type. Well, not very similar at all, and I would argue not too cute. Then we got Megas, which I'll include. You know what, we'll even include Ash Greninja. I didn't include it before, so we'll just put it back right up there. So we'll stick this with your little fella there. We'll stick the Megas with the starters for the most part. So we got Mega Blastoise up here. We got Mega Sceptile. Go here. Mega Blaziken, easily one of my favorite Pokemon. Up there. And then Mega Swampert. It's gonna go up here with the S plus because it's a beefy ground water type. Of course, that's obviously what WOOPER is. The most powerful being of all time. And there you go. There is your complete list, tier list of every starter based on how similar they are to WOOPER typing and looks wise. Alright, our second and final tier list of today is, as you might be able to tell from the games, the WOOPER availability in every mainline game up to Gen 9. We're including Colosseum and XD. And Arceus. Yep, okay. So, all of these, I've actually done a little bit of research, as you do, for this very important tier list. So, Gen 1, of course, we got red, blue, and yellow. not available because it's Gen 1 and WOOPER was not available yet. Gen 2, however, he is in. So he was obviously introduced. He's on Route 32, which is the 4th route that you go on once you embark on your quest. So I'd say this is pretty decent. It's fairly early on that you get WOOPER, or the availability of him, and that's a good thing to have. That's definitely a good thing to have. I'm gonna place it in a solid A tier. Very good to see. Now we got Coliseum and XD. Now Coliseum is completely just not available, unless actually I believe it's trade. So it's through trade. So these ones obviously is not available, but this is slightly better because you can get it traded into the game. However, XD is better because you can actually get him in one place, and that is in the same place that you encounter Mirror B for the first time. So he's alright. It's not the worst. I'm kind of a little iffy on where he'll go, but for now we'll put them in C. Now we got Gen 3. Now this one actually surprised me the most. Gen 3 is my favorite generation of all time. I have Emerald still right now, actually. But I thought all of Gen 3 would have had WOOPER in it, but it is actually only Emerald and Fire Red, actually. So, Emerald, we love to see it, we love to see it. It is only found in the Gen 2 section, the extension of the Safari Zone, which I can't remember whether you need post-game or whether you don't need post-game, but I'm pretty sure you don't. You just need to be an Emerald version, which is a little, which kind of sucks. So we're gonna place Emerald in B. Ruby and Sapphire goes in D because you can trade them in. However, Fire Red and Leaf Green have some differences. So we got Fire Red, which is only obtainable in the Sevi Islands, which is a little iffy. It's in Ruin Valley, which I don't remember which island it is on, but it's not like one that you require like the Rainbow Pass for. It's just the what's it called? I don't remember, the Tri-Pass, I'll call it. But Leaf Green, you cannot get it in. I believe you can get it traded in, but we'll put it in there. Pearl, Diamond, and Platinum here. We got, well, it's pretty good, so we'll put it up. You know what, here. We're gonna move the Gen 2 up here to S. We'll move them up here because they introduced WOOPER, which instantly makes it amazing. Diamond and Pearl, pretty easy to get, I'd say. It's in the Great Marsh, which you need 3 gym badges for, but it's definitely better than the Emerald and Fire Red requirements. And Platinum we can place with them as well. Heart Gold and Soul Silver is the same as these guys. Should I keep them up there? Yeah, we'll keep them up there, just because it's still part of the Gen 2, kind of. Now we got Black and White. So, in Gen 5, it's exclusive to White and White 2, which I found interesting. But it's actually in White Forest. You're able to find WOOPER. So, literally unavailable. Actually, I think you can get it traded in. So we'll place it up here. And then White, we will place B. Because, like these ones, these are kind of weird situations. We'll actually move XD up there because it has a similar situation where it's sort of available, but it's a little harder. We might move some things around at the end. X and Y is post-game, and that's where C tier will be. Because it requires post-game, so you have to get the Hall of Fame. But then, once you've done that, you can actually go to the Friend Safari. And that's the only way to get WOOPER and X and Y, other than, I would assume, trading in from Oras here, which do not have WOOPER, which is pretty unfortunate, actually. I was expecting more from Oras, but yeah, no, you actually can't, so I'm not sure if it's very obtainable in Gen 6, surprisingly enough. Now, Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon is actually quite interesting. You need trading with Sun and Moon, so we place them in the D tier. But Ultra Sun and Moon, you actually need to breed Quagsire, which Quagsire is found in the Ultra Space Wilds, but that requires a lot more because you need to breed Quagsire, then you need to hatch WOOPER. So I'm gonna place it in B for now. We might lower it to C because of the absurdity of literally needing to get Quagsire from the Ultra Space Wilds and then get WOOPER. So it's a little weird way to get it, but you know, at least WOOPER's in the games. Now we got Let's Go and Pikachu and Eevee, unavailable completely, so they go down with their Generation 1 counterparts. Sword and Shield, we're not going to include the expansion or anything, but it is pretty common within Sword and Shield. There's like 5 routes or something that has Sword and Shield. Now we got BDSP here, which is in the same boat as the other Gen 4 games. I mean, these are the remakes, but still, the Gen 4 games, because they are pretty much faithful recreations. We do, of course, get them in the Great Marsh still. Now, Legends Arceus is actually completely unobtainable. Even without no trade or anything, completely unobtainable, which is super disappointing. But Scarlet and Violet, of course, with the one and only Paldean WOOPER, they instantly go in S tier because they get Paldean WOOPER, which is super common. And I believe you can actually get regular WOOPER as well, but I think it's a little harder to get. That doesn't matter, because we still have a form of WOOPER. Now I'm going to switch around some things here. You know what, I think that's the final look at our tier list there. We got the Gen 1 games and Arceus here, and F tier, literally unobtainable, unbelievable. Literally the only Gen 1 games that we can get is the Gen 1 remakes, the original ones. Leaf Green and Fire Red, because there you go. But if you ever wondered how easy it is to get WOOPER, well, there you go. I've dumped a lot of knowledge on how to get WOOPER here, so there you go. And that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy. If you did enjoy, let me know in the comments down below. Like I said in the intro, I am going to be doing ROM hacks for some Pokemon content, and I do want to bring Pokemon into my content. As with my other content, I have Minecraft and Fortnite, and I'm getting a little bored of Fortnite right now, so I thought, why not start to bring in some different content like Pokemon, which is one of my favorite games of all time. I just absolutely love playing Pokemon. I love ROM hacks and whatnot. And I hope to share the love with you guys. So if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, follow the socials, and join the Discord down in the description down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.